How to make yourself more popular with the women, right? This is just casual talk because I want a lot of dudes to understand this. But how to make yourself popular with ladies, right? Popularity on some real shit is literally an illusion because you basically decide if you're popular and you make yourself popular. That's what everybody has done. Whether it's like a famous person who's a singer or a comedian, whatever the case may be, they made themselves popular by showing off something that they had. And it literally is like they're putting you in a trance, which there is music theory, but there's also comedian theory because everything is based on how it makes you feel and how they can manipulate you into enjoying whatever their craft is or whatever they do. So that's what you have to learn how to do as a man is be able to manipulate the energy around you to get a woman to be attracted to you. It's really that simple. And if you notice, all you got to do that is genuinely believe you're cool. That means dress nice, act like you the shit, believe you a badass, have a unique style, you know what I'm saying? And find ways to increase your aura. I've made like 3 or 4 videos on this, so if you need help on that, go and look back. I got like 2 or 3 videos explaining what aura is and how to stack aura on top of aura to become more attractive. But it's literally just manipulating the energy, frequencies, and vibrations around you. It's getting people to enjoy you being around that makes, most women attracted to you. You just be enjoyable to be around. Like, oh, I like this dude. He's enjoyable to be around, but he's also cool. And some dudes naturally do this without even trying. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see those dudes like at your job he's cool because he does whatever the fuck he wants. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a shit. He kind of self-centered and he be in his own world. That's what a lot of, like, as a dude, that's what you got to do to really earn respect, is be in your own world, live by your own rules, do what you feel is right, and then do shit with conviction and not be scared to do what you want, and then stick up for yourself, have a backbone, and speak out on unfairness and bullshit. That's all you can really do. And you'll see that over time, you start basically getting what you desire because you don't just deal with bullshit. You stand up for yourself. And it's the same thing with women. You go and you get women, and you let them know you get women. And it's getting into that mindset of like, I pull women. And the way you do it, like I said, you literally just build from ground zero up. That's literally what it is. And a lot of dudes won't really fully explain that shit to you, but that's really all it is just building yourself from ground up. Even if you like a 430-pound dude, right, who you believe is ugly, you believe that you're ugly, it don't matter. You still go out and talk to women even if you have that horrible belief. Because being a man is basically doing shit that you technically don't really want to do. You want the outcome of things. You don't want to do a lot of things. But there's a lot of things you have to do to get the outcome. So being a man is literally just doing the things you genuinely don't really want to do. And the same thing can be said for working out. The same thing can be said for getting women. It could be the same thing for getting a new job or working 2 jobs or working 3 jobs or creating a business. You don't really want to sit there and spend hours and hours creating that business. You want the outcome of that business, the popularity, the money, the women, the status. That's what you really want. But in order for you to get that, you have to go through those trials and tribulations. I mean, it literally says it in the Bible. And a secret I always tell people is that literally every self-help book you read takes all of its inspiration from the Bible, literally every single one. The Bible, that's why the Bible is the good book, because so many books try to copy it. And what's even crazier is the Bible is actually the cheapest book you can buy at the store. I went to Walmart. You can get a Bible for like $2 at Walmart, bro. Like literally, you can get a Bible for $1 at the Dollar Tree. And it's a book that'll help you the most. That's what's crazy. So I always would tell y'all, you gotta also grow and learn knowledge, because the more knowledge you have, the better you are to deal with situations. And the more situations you go through, you have to learn over a short period of time. You have to always learn from every situation. And, once you learn from a situation, from dealing with it, you know how to deal with deal with it the next time you have to deal with it. You get what I'm saying? So there's that as well. But again, all this is an illusion. Like you might, like for example, there's a lot of dudes who will look at other dudes for like inspiration. Like, oh, bro, this guy inspires me. He does this, he does that. But the thing is, you got to stop looking at them as inspiration and look at yourself as inspiration. You got to really put yourself out there. You really have to have a mindset of believing basically that you are the king of your own kingdom. For example, I got my own crib. I'm the king of this crib because I freaking pay the rent for this shit, for this apartment, right? That's how you have to genuinely feel. You have to genuinely feel like you are the leader of your own kingdom and nobody can knock down your kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And life is going to be more rough if you can't have a backbone. Backbone is the number one thing for everything. You have to stand up for yourself and you have to not deal with the BS that people are going to put you through because they're going to keep putting you through BS. It's going to keep happening over and over again. You know, that's just how it is. The more stuff stresses you out and you keep going through it, you're going to keep going through it again. That's just how it is. That's how the universe is because you have to solve the problem. Once you finally solve the problem and change, then you don't have to deal with it no more. But if you keep dealing with the same problem, it's because you're not changing. You get what I'm saying? You know, so any problems you're having with women, for example, dudes, a lot of the time their problems stem from not talking to enough women and not setting boundaries and not having respect for themselves. That's usually what it is nowadays because so many dudes are so thirsty. They want a woman so bad. They are freaking like thirsting. But there are a lot of things that are just going to keep you in the same place. For example, sitting there beating your meat and gooning to freaking Instagram chicks all day, stuff like that, and not going out and actually talking to real women is going to keep you single. Trying to talk to women online is like the dumbest shit you can do. Go get them in real life. Dating apps don't work. Like it is what it is. They really don't work good at all. It's better to get you a real woman in real life and try to get them that way. You know what I'm saying? And I'll keep it real with you. A lot of the dating coaches that are showing them going on dates with women and stuff like that, a lot of them are paying for that shit. Literally, they're paying the chick to go on a date and to camera her and shit. In private, they're literally telling the chick, like, look, don't tell nobody, but go on this date with me. Or they're literally buying OnlyFans chicks and shit. Most of them are. Most of them are lying to you because this internet shit is fake. I keep it real with y'all. I get rejected a lot. It is what it is. I get rejections all the time because I actually go out and talk to women. A lot of these dudes ain't really going out and talking to women. They either paying for chicks. Like a lot of those pickup videos literally be fake. I remember there was one I used to watch when I was like 14. And literally it was like this Indian dude and he was just always going and getting these pretty women and like making out with them and shit. And I was like, as a young dude, I knew it was fake. I was like 15. I was like, this nigga is not going out really picking these chicks up, bro. This shit is so fake, bro. He's clearly paying porn stars, OnlyFans chicks, strippers and shit to make out. And he's paying for that shit. There ain't no way. And he was. Like, it turns out that, of course, he was paying for that shit. It's kind of funny. But most of them are paying for that shit. Most of them are not actually going out, getting no women, actually talking to them and shit. A lot of them are paying models, OnlyFans chicks, strippers, Instagram chicks. They're paying them to be able to do all this stuff. Of course, the chicks is going to say yes because they want the bread, you know. But the crazy thing is these dudes on the internet are doing all that. And there are dudes who literally have no money, no place to live, no car, no nothing. And they pulling 6, 7 chicks at a time. But I'll go back and tell you, it's all your mindset. It's all your belief system.